Why do you think so many women try to take control in their relationship, whether they're dating, engaged, or married? Why are so many women in that position of being in control rather than allowing their partner, their man, to lead the vision?
Mm-hmm. Um, I think, personally, I think it goes from way back when that woman was a little girl. Whatever it is that as we are growing up, whatever place that makes us feel I'm safe in this place, it's a protective mechanism. That's what I really think it is. That when you feel insecure about certain things, you want to know what your man is doing every single time, at every single moment. Like literally, like what is he doing 24/7? It's not because you're trying to think you're being controlling, it's because you are trying to build safety for you. Because something must have happened to you way back when you were little. Something must have happened maybe perhaps with your mom or with your dad that you never felt that you can rely on that person. So if your dad left, or if your dad was intermittent, sometimes he'd be there, sometimes he wouldn't be there for you or your mom, you start feeling like, okay, this is the way love is. So when you grow up, you think, okay, if I can have control and I can know what this person is doing 24/7, then I'll be safe. Then I know for sure he loves me. It comes from that. It also happens to men too. It's not necessarily just for a woman, but yeah.
But why get into a relationship if you have to always be obsessive about what the partner's doing all day long, or making sure that you're in control of what they're doing so you can feel safe? Why even get in a relationship?
Because everybody wants to be loved, and so they have a different version of what love means for them. And I think so, it's good to be with a person that you're sharing your life with. It's just that not all the time we are taught what is the healthy love versus the codependency or the controlling, all of that is part of the codependency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think from the beginning, we both made it clear to each other of like meeting each other, that was like, this is my life and this is the vision I have and this is what I want to create in my life in a relationship. And you were sharing the same thing. And we were like, this is what we've both been through in the past that we don't want to live like anymore.
Yes.
We both wanted to feel accepted for who we are, accepted for our dreams, our goals, accepted for our lifestyle.
Personality.
Yeah,
even,
personality.
Right? Yeah.
We're not trying to change the other person or say, I don't like that, quit doing that.
Yes.
And really creating a sense of acceptance rather than control. I think control is a lack of acceptance. It's like, okay, I don't like what you're doing here, so do this so I can feel safe, as opposed to I accept what you're creating. If there's something that feels off, can we have a conscious conversation where we're creating safety together, but not a sense of stop doing that, don't do this, don't do this. Like,
and then it becomes like unsexy.
Yeah.
In reality, if you start controlling your man, or the man, even the woman, but if you start controlling the man all the time, telling him what to do, what not to do, I didn't like this, I like this, you start becoming the parent.
You're like, in the morning, you try to remind me, hey, take your supplements, right? There's certain reminders you'll do.
That's nurturing.
And there's certain things where I'm like, hey, don't lift this heavy thing right now, or whatever, or don't do this thing, or why don't you take a rest and take a nap, or it's like a reminder, So there's a balance, I think, of like, you say I daddy you sometimes. And it's like, I'm like, hey, stop doing that.
Yes.
Hey,
or when I go shopping, you go, oh, you don't need that.
That's true, yeah. Sometimes. But it's like,
my dad does it. My brother does it to his wife. Like, it's like, I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, listen, that as a male personality, they have the feeling and the
more protector.
It's protector and it's leadership.
Yeah.
This is how my mom, raised, the female in our family. But she said, a man's nature is going to want to lead and protect, and they're going to want to do this. So sometimes they're going to tell you, hey, don't do this. I don't think you should buy this. I don't think you should get this.
Exactly.
And so the mom says, listen, you have two choices. You go, oh, okay, I won't buy it. But if you really want the thing, just go ahead and do it.
Right.
Just it's okay. Except, because this is the part. She was telling me, your dad will never change that. We've been together for 43 years of marriage. And literally, she said, your dad will continue to tell me when I go shopping, you don't need this. You already have something similar at home. So she says, you know what I do? I know he is that way. I accept the way he is, and I just buy the thing if I need it.
Yeah.
Instead of trying
Exactly.
to tell him, hey, don't tell me this every single time you tell me, he's going to continue to tell you that all of his life, because this is his way to, maybe he's trying to protect the budget. You know, that's another thing. Or maybe just whatever it is. And it was an interesting conversation, because I was like, if I turn this around and I say to Louis, every time he wants to buy anything, don't buy this, don't do this, he's going to feel I'm being controlling.
Say, don't tell me what to do.
Right. Exactly.
I say,
right.
don't tell me what to do.
Yeah. So in my
If
case,
you say it in a loving way,
yeah.
if you're like, hey, do you think we need this right now? Or hey,
Yeah.
I think I already know that you have something like this. Are you sure you want to buy it? I'm just reminding you.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, oh yeah, okay. But if you're like, don't do this, I'd be like, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, you already have this thing.
I'm a
Why are
grown
you
man.
buying- Exactly. Exactly. But anyway,
You don't speak like that to me. You don't speak that way.
I don't know.
And again, the intention for this conversation and episode is to share with people all the things that we did leading up into marriage. Again, we are 3 months married. We're not here to say how to have a great marriage. We're
New at this, by the way.
We're new, so there's no way that we can speak from that experience, but we can speak from the experience from being dating to getting engaged to getting married, and what has worked for us. And I think that's what I want to really communicate with anyone watching or listening. And we probably do, because we both had previous experiences and relationships that were painful or challenging or didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Both Martha and I, before we met each other, were doing individual therapy.
Yes.
So we were both already in a growth journey, a healing journey, a growth mindset, and we were both open to reflecting on ourselves and saying, oh, where did I make a mistake? Where did I not create a boundary? How could I have shown up better for me? How could I have been better in my previous relationships? Whatever it might have been, to see how because we didn't want to repeat the same pattern again. So we both were doing that healing journey before we met each other. And then when we started dating, I put it out there to you and I said, I don't want to get committed unless you're willing to do couples therapy at the beginning. And you said, I'd love to.
Oh, yeah. It was a little bit more loose than that. You were very, have you ever thought about doing therapy at the beginning of a relationship as opposed to like when there's a lot of troubles and struggles towards the end? And I was like, yes, I've always thought that's a great idea. So then you said, I would love to do that because I feel like I couldn't get committed to you if we don't have this journey.
Unless you were open to doing that.
Yes, exactly. And I was like, I'm totally open to that
like,
because I've always kind of wanted it.
Yeah.
You ever walk out of the grocery store or fill up on your tank and just think to yourself, how is everything this expensive? Feels like prices are going up everywhere. But how great would it be if just once, something actually went down in price? It'd be pretty amazing, wouldn't it be? Well, at Metro, that's exactly what's happening. They're lowering their prices and are giving you a 5-year price guarantee on talk, on text, and on data. One line, now 20% lower. Family plans, also lowered. Oh, and you also get a free 5G phone, all with no ID required and no activation fees. Stop by your neighborhood Metro store, visit metrobyt-mobile.com, or call to find out about their amazing offers.
So for me, that was I think just doing that before getting engaged, knowing that I had a partner willing to grow with me. It doesn't mean you have to do therapy with your partner because someone may not be ready for that. But they've got to be ready to do some type of reflection or some type of work. Otherwise, you're going to be with a partner with a fixed mindset instead of a growth mindset.
Yes.
So it doesn't mean they have to do every workshop that you want to do. It doesn't mean they have to go to therapy right away. It doesn't mean that. But I think they've got to be willing to look at themselves, be willing to have uncomfortable conversations with you then and see how we can grow together.
And even how do you react to the uncomfortable conversations? Like that's another thing, because you can meet somebody and that people can say just the right things that you feel like, oh my God, this person's amazing. They're telling me exactly what I wish to hear. They've read the books, so they've memorized the books, and then they're telling me all the lingo that I love hearing.
But their behavior, if it doesn't match it.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, it's the actions are speaking louder than any words you'll tell me.
Yeah.
Maybe you've never gone to therapy. Maybe you've never read any books. But if you are integrous, kind, loving, you show up, like in the way you show up, to me, it's like, that's even more important, because a lot of people can go to therapy, but we have the podcast, we have the
Yes.
books, we have all these things but then when you exercise them, when you're actually being what you're saying. I was reading this thing the other day from my therapist that she was talking about love, like specifically about love. And love is a thing that you can't just say, love is not a word. Like literally, she was saying this. Love doesn't exist. Literally. Love is a verb. It's something you practice. So if I want to know how much love you have, then I want to pay attention to your actions and the way you behave towards me. Well, in this case, because we're a partnership, right? And towards people, by the way. How much love you are. And so you are loving, you are kind, you're respectful, you're thoughtful, you engage in the conversation, you want to, that's how you love. You're touchy, you're all these different things. So love is in that respect, it doesn't exist. Then it's a thing that is just floating out here. The concept of love is a thing that you see in the movies, in TV shows, it's floating. But when you say, what is really love? Love is a verb that translates into actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I took a lot of action.
You did, you do. And you continue to do.
Of course.
Yes.
So there are a lot of things that we did that, again, not everyone has to do before getting engaged or married. But there are a lot of things that we did. We did therapy together. We did workshops together. We did workbooks together.
Yes.
We read books together. We meditated together. We prayed together. We went to church together, and we had relationship mentorship conversations. So we did lots of different things around relationships. I'm not saying everyone has to do all those things or all at once. It might seem like a lot of work.
But also, by the way, it was a lot of fun.
It was.
There were
some,
moments that were rough.
It was fun most of the time.
Yes, most of the time.
Sometimes I'm like a deep growth mindset person, and I'm in this work constantly. But there were times where I was like, I just need a break from this. I need to let's just go to
my brain feels tired.
I'm just like, I don't want to talk about this. Let's just go have fun, right?
Yes.
But I'm glad I did a lot of this work, probably 90% of the time, because it gives me so much peace knowing that I can fully be myself in our relationship, and that I can speak my mind, and you're not going to react or scream at me or respond in some negative way. And I think you trust and respect me more because you've known I've done the work and the foundation of our relationship. And so I feel like you accept me and love me more because of the investment I made in shared growth, in shared conversations, and in doing that work early on. And my whole vision and goal is to create that. We created the foundation for ourselves so that we can just keep enjoying to have fun and live a beautiful, expansive life day after day, year after year. And again, when there's challenge or adversity that comes,
you have the tools.
We have tools, and we have also a foundation of strength of, hey, we know how to talk about this.
Yes.
And we don't need to blame each other or make the other person wrong. It's not about the other person not being there. It's about how do we handle the challenge or the adversity that's coming our way?
Yes.
How do we make it about the challenge, not about us? And I think it's supported us because of how much work we did on these different things and continue to do on a weekly basis.
Do you want to share some of these? Because I think they were...
Yeah, I want to walk through kind of like the whole process of this. Again, the whole thing was called Marriage Preparation Program for Engaged Couples. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be engaged to do this. I almost think, like, if you thought about doing this before engagement, it would be better.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people get engaged and they don't have all these conversations. Then we're engaged for 6 to 12 months or 2 years, and you still don't have the conversations, and you get married, and you're like, oh, I didn't know this about you. Because we lacked the courage or the presence or whatever to speak up and use our voice and say, this is what I really want for the vision of my life. And so again, I almost think this is where we did something else before getting engaged. We read a book called Eight Dates as well,
Yes.
which was really powerful. We read a book called How to Be an Adult in Relationships.
It's an amazing book.
And we'll kind of,
Yeah.
I think in the future, we'll break down a few of these different books that were really powerful for us. But this, and I think maybe that was, if you go through 8 dates, it's kind of like a preview to what you're going to get
It's
in
a
this.
preview. Yeah, it's like you're just getting the
Getting
water
you
up
ready.
to here.
Yeah, it's starting to
This
talk
other
about.
one was
This is
really
deep.
like deep.
This
You're
is deep.
going deep. In
So I'm
there.
just going to walk through some of the things that we talked about, and then
Yeah.
we can break down each one of these. But the first part of it, which I thought was really cool, was a candle ceremony, which for a guy, it might seem a little weird. Being like, okay, we're going to do this candle ceremony, but I think women may be more open to that or more used to doing this.
Yes.
Thank you for watching this video. If you want more inspiring clips like this, make sure to click right here to subscribe and click right here to watch that next video that is specific to support you in your life.